Hey Goal Digger, Kimberly Olson here, back for another episode of #GetLit, where we crush your business in less than 10 minutes. For this episode, we're actually going to talk about how a business establishes its brand. So one of the things that we know with social media is that we really have to learn how to build up our know, like, and trust factor and build that online presence. But a lot of people get overwhelmed when they think about branding, or they get really lost in all of the nuances to what it takes to build a solid brand. So I'm going to share with you exactly what I did to get my brand started and how you can as well. Stay tuned for this episode. You're going to love it. Today we're going to talk about brand, your brand, like as far as how are you able to build that brand? It's such an ambiguous word. It's totally overused, and it's absolutely something that I'm obsessed with. So if you're new to watching my trainings, please put new in the comments. I'd love to connect with you. And I would love to know what you do. Put that in the comments as well. What's your brand? Okay. My brand, the Goal Digger Girl, I actually teach women how to build empires on social media. I love to do this through simple systems and online strategies in sales and marketing. So with your brand, what is the thing that creates a brand? And I just read this in a book the other day, and I thought, what a great topic. What creates your brand is consistency with the way that you're showing up in your brand. So what do I mean by that? Consistency comes down to the type of content you're putting out, the format of the content you're putting out, and how often you're putting that content out. It's the way that you're creating that content. For some of you, it's webinar style, right? It might be an hour long. We think of Gary Vee, we think of he was one of the first to do short form video content, right? So consistency can come down to the colors that you're wearing. This is part of my brand, is having a background that matches, that is on brand with the graphics and the fonts and the different things that we're using with our design elements. But it's the consistency. So people always want to know, how do you build on social media? I'm someone who's been able to build a multi-million-dollar business in a very quick, short period of time on social with no audience. I'm proof that anyone watching this can absolutely do that. How? My number one strategy was consistency. Great example. I don't have a solid strategy for LinkedIn right now, meaning I definitely post, I definitely show up. But as far as like the training and the video content, but I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go live. I'm going to get that going. I'm going to show up. So showing up and being consistent trumps anything else out there. We're always looking up, how to beat the algorithm, how to increase engagement, how to get more views on our reels, right? But when it comes down to it, the secret weapon to brand strategy is consistency. It's the way you're writing your captions. It's the hashtags you're using. It's the content, the topics, the things that you're teaching. It's you showing up week in and week out, month in and month out. Of course, we take, a strategic planned vacations and things like that. But your audience is wondering, they're watching, they're saying, can she help me? Is she the answer to my problem, right? Does she have the solution that I need? But if we are doing the stop, go that I see so commonly with women that come into our communities before we can work with them and get them a structure, without the roadmap and without the clarity, it's very easy to become inconsistent. So you really have to step back and say, what is my brand strategy? What am I working to develop here and accomplish? What do I want to be known for? What do I want people to come to me for? Who do I want to come to me to work with me? And how can I help those people? What are their biggest gaps that they have? What are the problems that they're facing? What are the challenges that they have? And most importantly, in my messaging, so for you, your brand strategy is the messaging to convey to them, what is the solution? What is the promise? What is the offer that you have for them that's going to change their life? It's going to change their business. And when you get really clear on that, can you see how passionate I am about this? When you get that clear, everything falls into place. You know every day what you're supposed to do on social media. You know every day how you're supposed to show up, the messaging that you're supposed to be happening in the DMs, the connections that you're making, the content that you're putting out there, and most importantly, the offers that you're making. We don't launch once a year. We launch all the time, right? And in different ways, because that way we want to stay relevant. We want to stay engaging. We want to keep people's attention. Okay. So my intention was to make these really short and sweet. So you'll be seeing very short content. And if you want more and you're just like, oh my gosh, like I want to dig into this. I want to know more about what she's got going on. You can click the link in my bio and find out more about what we've got going on, or shoot me a DM. I'd be happy to connect, give you some valuable resources that will absolutely help you crush it. And you can follow me on all platforms, specifically Instagram and Facebook, for more trainings just like this. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you soon.